a switch that some have made for the sake of health, but another study suggests swapping sugar for artificial sweeteners puts your heart more at risk. Scientists in Sweden fed mice aspartame every day for 3 months and found they developed more fatty plaques in their arteries, leading to an increased risk of heart attack, stroke, even premature death. This coming after the World Health Organization classified aspartame as possibly carcinogenic to humans. Joining me now is board-certified vascular cardiologist Dr. Bernard Ashby. Dr. Ashby, welcome to the show. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Markie Martin. Love the name.
Thank you. You'll be the funky bunch for today. How about that? Hey, you know, many people choose artificial sweeteners to cut their sugar, their calorie intake. Is that a mistake? I mean, should we be leaving aspartame alone entirely?
Well, Markie Martin, this points to a broader issue when it comes to our food supply and how it impacts our health. So a lot of us make decisions regarding our eating habits because we think we're making healthy choices. So artificial sweeteners is just one example. What we're finding out is that, you know, although we don't have high quality studies, we do have studies, moderate, even low quality studies, but multiple studies showing that these products have particular issues when it comes to our overall health. So if you're drinking an artificial sweetener or using an artificial sweetener in your food, you may think that you're decreasing your risk of diabetes, for example. But a lot of times, it actually may increase things like insulin resistance. So there's been studies that have shown that not only do certain sweeteners can cause cancer, but also can increase your risk of weight gain and insulin resistance. And this particular study showed mechanistically that aspartame in mice can actually increase your risk of plaque formation in your arteries.
So is there any sort of balance with this? I mean, is there a way to consume artificial sweeteners in moderation that isn't harmful to your long-term health, or no?
Well, moderation is key, but I like to say natural is better. So you always want to have food that is natural, free of preservatives, free of chemical compounds, because although we have some trust in our healthcare system and in our food supply, we shouldn't trust them completely, because we are finding that some products that we thought were fine, later down the road, they're not fine. So in general, you want to just stick to organic foods that are more holistic in nature, and just avoid the quick, fast solutions, because at the end of the day, natural is better. And that's kind of what I tell my patients when they come to see me.
Yeah. So tell me what swaps we should be making right now. What swaps do you make, you know, when you want some sugar but don't want aspartame?
Yeah, that's a great question. Again, natural is better. So fresh fruits, such as, you know, apples, oranges, and water, as opposed to sweetening your water with aspartame or other artificial sweeteners. But it just gets back to the basics. Again, what I said before, you want to just stay natural. So drink the coconut water as opposed to the artificial 0-calorie sweetener that you might find in the grocery store or the corner store somewhere.
Yeah, nature's candy. We'll just we'll switch to her instead. Before I let you go, heart disease is the leading cause of death in women globally. I mean, how do we better monitor our health moving forward, and what are realistic steps that can be added into our routines?
Well, Markie, it's still Heart Month, and this is the recommendation I make to every patient. If you're a woman above 50, man above 40, get a test called a calcium score CT. It could save your life because it detects plaque at an early point. But beyond that, back to the fundamentals: move your body, avoid smoking, eat non-preserved foods without chemicals in it, and just avoid things like toxic air. So that might be a lot for a lot of people, but essentially it gets back to the basics. Natural is always better. And you want to, you know, make sure that your surrounding is devoid of toxic chemicals and compounds that could influence your body in a negative way.
Yeah, the basics go a long way, that's for sure. Dr. Bernard Ashby, thank you so much for hopping on a Monday morning. Appreciate it, sir. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.